Hey all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Dude.
I'm Johnny.
We said that we would come back and show more of the pins, sample pins that we would trade, whether they're trading on the boards at the parks with cast members or with other folks at the parks. Also, we now and then occasionally meet people even around us in town and in the state of Wisconsin even there's pin trading group, and we can reach out to those guys and trade. So lots of variety of pins for trading. So we're going to show you the rest of these and go from there. We said that we had a bunch of hidden Disney pins. Johnny, which box is that? So let's see.
Well, let me see.
We've got a couple
falling
all over the place here, but these look like a lot of the hidden Disneys that we have extras, traders from Wave A and B from this year. Right, John? They're this year.
They're this year, yeah.
They weren't the end of last year. They were this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an example of some of those. These are hidden Disneys. They're really from cast members. Will have these. They do come out after the cast members come out with them. A while after, they'll come out with packages for sale of these where you could actually buy them. I think 2 to a package, and then you can open them up. We like to get ours through trades. We don't really do too much of the buying of the packages. Of course, we also aren't in Florida, or California. About the Disney pins too, they'll have a series of these hidden Disneys, both for Disneyland and Disney World. Okay, so they're different. Sometimes they're similar. There's similarities between them, but there are different sets, and folks like to collect both, right? So there's those. Johnny, there was another binder of hidden Disney. Here, you want to show those?
Okay.
So like we said, we have hidden Disney pins throughout the years, from when we started. Possibly even before we started, because when we started collecting, you'd find ones on the board from prior years. So Johnny's going to show you that. Sampling.
Yeah, these are some older ones. Some older throwback ones.
You can go closer and then go up and down maybe. Let's see here.
There we go.
Yeah, and there's such a variety of hidden Disney pins. Again, they come out in like series A and B for each year. So there's not just one set per year.
I don't think that was a hidden Disney pin.
Probably
It's stuck on there somehow.
Yeah, we could probably do a video just on hidden Disney pins if we got organized. Enough? Yeah. We're not so organized these days.
No, we're not. Let's see what else we have there.
Yeah. Put that one in there. And then, so what was I going to say about that? Johnny just showed you that book, and I'm going to show you another one. These pin books are from Pin HQ, and they're pin folios. Pin HQ, I think it's Winter Garden, Florida, that they're in. It's right north of Walt Disney World, and wonderful people there. They sell these pin folios, and there's all sorts of sizes and colors and everything. And if you notice, it's got a plastic cover with a zipper, and you could just open it up, put your pins in there. It keeps them safe, keeps them also visible, and you can trade with these. So John and I started out, we kind of got this size, and it held a lot of nice pins because it holds the whole front plus 2 inside pages. And you don't need the pin backs with these. You just push them in and they stay into this hard foam board. So really cool books to store your pins in and to trade with. So we had said before, we showed you some cork boards that were octagon and stuff. We don't trade with those.
No.
We'll trade with these. And then there is another size. John, where'd that go? Here. What we do most of the time is we'll trade with this size. And these are, again, are from Pin HQ. And I think you get maybe 5 of these for $20 or something. I don't know the exact price. Don't hold me to that. I know that you can get 1 big board, 2 big boards for $22. I know that price. this board, this size board, is 2 for $22, I think. But again, you fit a lot of pins on front and back of this. Not here to really talk about Pin HQ's prices or anything. So, but if you ever get to Walt Disney World area, take a Jonder up to Pin HQ, and they're in, I think it's Winter Garden. You can look it up. But these are what John and I will trade with, typically, because they're so easy to throw into our cargo pants or our shorts. And we'll have our traders on one, and then we'll have another one that we put, if we find pins we're going to keep, we'll put them on this one.
Or keepers.
Yeah, keepers. Traders, keepers. And they also have at Pin HQ, we purchased this, it's a crossbody bag. And you can see that it's got one of these little boards right in the front view there. And then you can unzip this, and there's that one, plus there's room for all these other little ones that you could carry extra traders with you. So if you're going to the park on a day and you're going to do a lot of trading, you might trade 100 pins in a day. Well, we do. Maybe that seems like a lot, but you want to be prepared, right? Not only this, but you could put pins in here for, like, if you were going to go to the trading tables and trade with other guests and stuff, you could do whatever you want with this. But you could also put some money in there, a wallet, and and you don't have to have multiple bags. A lot of stuff fits in these little bags. And then on the back, it sounds like I'm doing a pitch for Pin HQ, but on the back there's a zipper you could put your billfold or whatever else you want in there. But again, I am doing a little clip for Pin HQ, not they know of, but I love these crossbody bags.
Oh, cool.
We both love them. And so, I don't know, this is like $40. I think it's pretty cheap, right? But anyway, these are your ticket. So you don't need to buy any of that if you're on a budget and you just don't want to do that. Just get 5 of these. You can do all the trading all day long, and then you take them back to your room and you take them off of these, put them in whatever you're going to store your taker homers, and refresh your pin traders. And then you'll go out with an empty pin board the next day. That's our trick. That's what we do. Not a trick, but that's our gojo. It's fun. And again, these are very lightweight. They're nothing. And they go in right into your pair of shorts and easy to grab in and out. So I got off target there, but what I was going to show you, so I showed you the size there. This next booklet, sorry, John, you'll do the next one.
Well, you're fine.
This next one is just other Disney pins that we have collected. So we'll take these. Remember, you want to have a variety of levels, right? Because if you find a pin on one of the boards that you know the value of the pins, if once you get started, you'll know the value of the pins. You want to leave a pin of equal value for the most part, and like we also have some hidden Disneys inside of here too. So variety, and that's kind of what we'll trade with too, is a variety. Because, I mean, if you're going to trade and you're going to get one of the new hidden Disneys, you want to leave another hidden Disney down there or something of equal value. That's just what we do. There's no really rule, I don't believe. I think it's whatever you have that is a legal Disney pin to trade with. I really do. I think that's what it is. Just giving you the tips of what we do. We don't really get hung up on necessarily to the T on these pins. We just do what we do. It becomes easy, right? But a lot of the ones you're seeing in this booklet are going to go trade at the tables or trade with other cast members. It's really funny, John, right? We'll be in line trading on the board, right, on the Disney Mickey board at one of the stores or something.
Yeah, tables.
And other guests will see us pulling something off our traders and stuff, and absolutely speak up and say, hey, do you trade, with other guests? And we're like, yeah, and you get good trades there. That's the way you're going to find more, because the boards are limited because everybody's going after the boards, right? Everybody's looking.
On our last vacation, I should have probably wore a lanyard too on top of that. To really give the idea that I'm a pin trader and I'm out there about, and I didn't do the pin. I mean, I didn't do the lanyard.
Well, the lanyards could be hot. Let's say it's 98 degrees.
That is true.
You're walking through and you got this lanyard hanging on your neck. We did the lanyards to begin with for years.
Oh, always, yes.
Always. Pin HQ, I don't know when they started. I'm not going to claim to know, but we only started doing these since we heard of Pin HQ a few years ago. We did lanyards up until then. You know, we chose the wider lanyards. At first, we started with the small lanyards, the skinny ones, and then we found that we could hold more pins with the bigger ones.
With the bigger, thicker ones.
We did that, yeah. So we've been through all the stages, but one more time looking at these pins. I don't know really what you can see there, but typical Disney traders, right? Hidden Disney's mixed in there. Johnny, want to show another one? So you showed this one.
Well, I didn't show all of the pages on it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So this is more hidden Mickeys. This is the inside part of it. Got a bunch of Mauis in there or Moana pins. I think they're basically all Maui though. 7 drawers.
You know, depending on when people start trading, when people started trading, they might not have seen some of these hidden Disney sets.
True.
So it's fun because you're always meeting new people trading pins, whether they're cast members or whether they're other guests, and you don't know how long they've been trading for. They might have started yesterday or this trip. So what you think of as an older pin, it's still, Johnny, when we started, any pin we didn't have was just fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Right?
We were grabbing everything we could get our hands on.
Everything that was new, hence the back behind us. So yeah, it's exciting. It's so fun, very addicting.
You know, it's the hunt that grabs you in.
Yep.
You know, you got to find that next one, or you got to find that one that completes that set, or you got to find the chaser, or you name it.
Here's another set. Some of these are box lunch Hot Topic pins, or Loungefly pins. Sorry about the glare. I wasn't going to take them all out of our books. And then inside, many more. You know, you have your Star Wars fans out there. Nightmare Before Christmas. These new pins that are like mugs of characters. There's some ducks. There's fig pins. So the princesses on the bottom are fig pins. Very nice, big, huge, thick pins. What else did I show here, Johnny? On this side. It's good to go with a variety once you get collecting for a while. You know, everybody's not into everything.
True.
So what you see is, oh wow, we got a lot of pins. Some people might have all those, you know, or they might not collect those particular pins, that kind of thing. So do you want to maybe show some of these?
Yes.
So those are Disney pins and hidden Disney pins. And there were, like I said, Loungefly mixed in. But now we're going to show you some other pins that we've collected over the years.
These are fig pins.
Fig pins. So yeah, they come in a nice case like that.
We've got Snow White.
And so, of course, we have managed to get a few extra.
And you can actually take them out here. This is like a little stand for them.
Yeah, the pin
if you don't want
comes
to put them
out.
on your wall.
Yeah.
Jasmine.
You know what else is fun with these sometimes is you might
Cinderella.
see a family with a little boy or girl having a bad day or something. Throw one of these out and give it to the parent to give their chin, or ask the parent if they would allow their child to have a pin. We always ask the parent. Maybe the parents they see that as spoiling, or maybe something they don't need their child to have. We always ask the parent to be respectful. We've never been turned down, but it just feels like a good idea, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Make somebody's day.
yeah, it does. It's fun to make somebody's day. It's so cool to make somebody's day. Just with the cost of a pin, big deal. So what else? You showed fig pins. Show them maybe some of these.
Okay, so we got some old Stitch Crashes Disney. I shouldn't say old. This wasn't all that long ago, but
5 years maybe or something. What year was it?
5 years.
Let's see. Yeah, we were in Baraboo. 2021. 4 years.
Okay.
So
You all remember these?
So there was a collection that came out called Stitch Crashes Disney. And what's funny about these things, not funny really, not funny, kind of expensive, is when you're a collector, and what they have in these sometimes is they'll have these queues online. And you have to get in a queue, and then if you're lucky enough to get in the queue, because everybody wants these collector pins. So if you're lucky enough to get in a queue, you could purchase one of these pins, right? Well, many times John and I would try to get in the queues and we wouldn't even get in.
Oh, yeah.
Or we'd get in and they'd be sold out. So what you then do is you have a few friends that try to get in the queue too, and then one of you get it, right? Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're a collector, and you gotta try to get one. Well, then what ended up happening is we'd end up with two of them, or something, you know, of each one or three, and that's expensive. So it's not something you want to do. Not something we want to do. We don't get pins to sell them or to trade them. We just end up with duplicates, really. You know, we go to the parks, we trade. Sometimes you're questioning a pin. Do we have this one yet? Well, let's take it, because you could always trade. That's the whole big nice thing about this, is you could always trade a pin, because you could always retrade it, right? If you end up not needing it, you could always retrade it. Well, you end up with some that you thought you didn't have, you know, and I know we say we know our pins, but there's those conditional times when you're like, is this the one we had from that set? And you just can't remember everything. But you end up with some dupes.
So when we first started doing this, I remember I would be standing in the kitchen when we first started pin trading, standing in the kitchen with my iPad, taking pictures of every pin we got. It got a little overwhelming, and I stopped doing it.
Well, now there's like online software and stuff that,
Yes.
and we can share that in a different video, but that you can, it's like a database of all the pins, and you can go in there and mark the ones that you've got and stuff. It's something that we actually thought early on we should create a database like this for, you know, and then create one and let people use it. And lo and behold, there's one. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still do it. You can still write the program and stuff.
Yeah. It does take a lot of time, though.
It does. It does.
I mean, we do work. And there's so many other things, you know, well, everybody knows the story. So when the Disney stores were open, they'd also have these monthly or something, I think they were monthly, and where they'd have a collection. Like this particular one is the Mickey Mouse, what is it, 90 through the years or something?
Mickey Mouse Memories.
Mickey Mouse Memories. So he's going to show you some of these. You'd have to be like one of the first 10 people in at the Disney store that we were near. So we'd be sitting at the Disney store at 4 a.m., you know, try to get in the door and be in line enough to get one of these. Because this was pre the queue, right?
Well, yeah, this was
before they
COVID.
started doing it on the queue, right, before COVID and stuff. And so,
when Disney Store was still open.
So we'd be up at 4 a.m. in line at the Disney store, you know, 4 hours before they opened.
Even in the winter.
In the winter, yeah. And to get these sets. And what would happen is, you know, once in a while we couldn't go or something, or we'd ask somebody to also try to get in for us where they were, and we'd end up with a couple. Well, again, the same kind of story.
I think the way they started doing it was they drew numbers, didn't they?
No, they gave you a number as you walked in.
Oh, whoever was first, like first come, first serve.
Right.
Okay.
So we saved our little number card. Sometimes we were number 1 and 2, but we saved our little number cards.
This was the first one.
We have those.
I can see it's 1 of 12.
So then when you checked out, let's say that you went into the store and you're buying things, you had your card. When you walked in the door, they knew you were 1. And then that was your ability to get the pin set. They would never have remembered because, you know, the store got busy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I said we got up early.
Yeah.
To go
Although it was
wait in
a lot
line.
of fun. We definitely
Saturday
went
mornings.
with some friends that we had. My mom was there, of course, with us. It was so special. Sisters went with us, and it was a blast. And then we'd go for breakfast sometimes, and
go out for breakfast.
we made a day of it. Another set they came out with was at the Disney store was this 30th anniversary set, and we don't have a lot of dupes of this. This is one that we had a dupe of. And so, you know, you'll see these maybe being traded or something individually. But yeah, we've kept it in the pack.
You know, that's older than these.
$20 original price back in whatever year this was. Probably 2020, 2019, okay. And then here's another series from the Minnie Mouse, is it Minnie Mouse attraction set?
Main Street, Minnie
Disney's
Mouse.
Minnie Mouse main attraction set.
And these also came with plushes and...
well, they didn't come with,
they didn't come
you
with,
could get.
It was just part of the group.
Yeah.
So with plushes and a mug. Some of them came with journals.
Yeah, there were different things each year.
With the mini one, of course, they came with ears.
Now you got to buy each of these separately.
Separately. Backpack, fanny packs.
And sometimes they'd have like 10 pin sets available, you know, to the first 10 people. And you can only get one a person.
Yeah.
Or they'd have like 10 pin sets, but they might have 8 plushes. So you weren't guaranteed anything. When you walked in there, there was no guarantee that that store is going to have 10.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't. Wasn't there sometimes when they only had like 4? It was like, it was tough to get.
I think there was a couple mad people at us a couple times. But, you know,
Mad
the
about what,
employees,
that we
the
got there
employees
so early?
said, these people are here 2 to 3 hours before
Well, it was,
the doors open. You know, what can we do?
We did get in line.
We did.
There was a line. There was a line.
We froze our butts off.
Yeah. It is what it is. Get up earlier. Well, when you're a collector, you're a collector. I'm sure this goes on all the time, right? I will say this: never. You said that there was people that might have been mad, but there was never any.
No fights, no nothing like that. But
it was very cool.
It was just standing in line. I would hear some people say something to the store
here
manager,
or
like, you know, it's always the same people who get all the stuff and blah blah blah. It's like, well, we get here early. But let me tell you something. It was never anything like I was seeing on YouTube. When it's at what's it called, Tuesday pin drops and Walt Disney World.
We haven't experienced that.
Wow, talk about a line of people for that. Holy cow!
I don't know that I would do that. I don't know if I'll get in line for that. But what I will say is, it was a lot of fun at the Disney stores. I wish they'd reopen them.
It was.
Another collection they came out with that they did online was they sold this glass case, and it has 10 of the Princess Castles pins that they each month, maybe a different castle pin. So we got these. These were originally $30. They're huge. They've got hinges, and they open up, and there's a picture of the characters, some of the characters and other scenes inside.
They're like rooms in the castle.
So, you know, we've got a few extras of those. So these are things that, you know, let's say you're going to a pin trading event or something. This is something that we would consider probably taking, because
you never know.
You never know. Maybe somebody got them all but one, that kind of thing. And again, people that are starting to pin trade, they might really see something they liked from years ago that they want to get their hands on.
Yeah.
So it's a fun thing. You want to show maybe some of those? So then there's pink yellow mode. Johnny, you want to show this?
So yes, we got some pink yellow mode here.
So you know how you can go online and you can go to Disney Store. There's a couple other companies, Pink a la Mode, who has licenses with Disney and stuff that they can do this, but they sell a line of pins. Pink a la Mode being one of them, and they have these jumbo 3-inch pins a lot of times. Another one is like Artland pins. I don't think we brought out any Artland
I don't
today.
think we do have some videos out there, I believe.
Maybe,
but no, we didn't have any right now.
But anyway,
they've got
showing
some
them.
nice pins.
Showing these. These are fun. Artland pins are gorgeous. Or not Artland. Artland are gorgeous. Pink a la Mode pins are beautiful. Very, very fun. Very big. Very colorful. Very nicely done. So, you know, we said we'd show you samplings of pins we would take to the parks for trading, which we've done, and we're showing you more tonight. These are other ones that we would take to either pin events or to other people for trading things we're searching for. Similar.
Now, you know, we say pin events and stuff. That doesn't mean that we've had a table there. We've never done anything like that before.
No. We've gone to a pin event.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you have your pins with you, and if you see something you like, you could ask the people if they see anything they would like that would be a trade they would consider.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been told we didn't have anything. We've also been told, yeah, and we had great trades. So it varies.
These record off.
When it comes to pin trading, Johnny and I, we've done a lot of pin trading at the parks, and we love collecting, but we are by no means your big pin traders out there at pin events and stuff.
No.
We've never really gotten in any, other than gotten in kind of at the end of some that were still open, but we really didn't get tickets and stuff to them.
No, it's just, I think
we don't live close enough.
We were in Epcot one year, walking around, and
there was this event going on, and we questioned about it, and they said it's open. You can actually get in right now. It's kind of
letting the general public in,
yeah,
without a ticket or anything like that.
And we got some really nice. We got a big frame pin set of Walt Disney himself that is very, very treasured, and some other good pins.
It's a little well, for me,
intimidating.
I was a little intimidated because it was hardcore pin traders. I mean, these people knew their ups and downs and left and rights and fakes.
We were
and
new to it.
And yes, we were new to it. And it was really fun because just a lot of pins out there, and a lot of what people had, and then there's just us two. And
what do we got?
I know, it's just like, well, will you trade this? And a lot of them were like, nah.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And so,
so if you're starting, you gotta ex-nay the intimidating, and we say that because we felt it too, but just ignore it. You just do your thing.
There was another time we had a chance to go to a pin event. We ended up going around Epcot with some friends of ours, so we didn't make it. But we did run into some people, and they said it was fun, but it was elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder people, and it was hot.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you like big crowds like that, where you're packed and you're walking and you're becoming friendly with everybody, then maybe it's no big deal. But maybe one of these days we'll get a chance to go to one.
We've also lucked out sometimes after the end of the pin event, they'll send any leftovers to like the Pin Hut at Downtown Disney, or is it Disney Springs now?
Yeah.
And so we've lucked out and been able to get some that way. But someday we'll make it to some of the pin events. We're planning on it.
Oh yeah.
So did you show these?
I showed those. Here's one from Pink a la Mode.
That's Pink a la Mode, and this was a pricier pin, but it's my second favorite movie, and I absolutely love this pin. So we bought two. So once in a while, you think if you love it that much, maybe you better have one that's going to be a good trader for something else in the future that you really want. Other people that know value pins, they'd value it.
I was just looking at the wall over there. At that first pin event, the one we went to.
Yeah.
I had a fun trade with a lady. I just had coming up to look at the table. I had my lanyard on. I don't remember what the name of the pins were, but it's where it was the United States. And you had Texas, and you had Nebraska, you had
all the states.
You had all the states, and I had one on my lanyard, and the lady next to me had one on hers, and she looks over at me. She's like, "Are you trading?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." She goes, "I need that state one," and I look at hers. I was like, "Whoa, it's our lucky day because the one that you have, I need that one." Perfect.
That was a neat trade.
It was a neat trade.
I don't know that I recall that one.
And I'm sitting here looking at it, and we're still missing one pin out of that whole
United States. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a duplicate.
Is it Maine?
It's a East Coast.
Yeah.
No, it's lower. It's like Delaware and Maryland or something. I don't know.
New York.
It's one of the. It's a two-stater.
I just thought it was really kind of fun because standing right next to me, I needed the pin she had, and cool. I had the one that she needed, and it was perfect.
Yep.
So it was a good trade.
So there's other packages like this that we picked up an extra. It's funny, we also when we do this, I have a sister Penny that loves pins just as much. She was one of the ones with Mom and I that did a lot of pin trades, and she helped us out a lot, and she kind of got hooked. So of course she likes the pins as much, and she. Once in a while, well, not once in a while. Most of the time, we try to get her a set of as well. So that's cool. That's a neat pin. That's a pink color mode.
So when we do go to Disney and it's just us two, we'll sometimes take pictures of all the pins that we found during the day on the bed, like in Pop Century. We will, text them to her and say, "This is what we got today. These are the hidden Disneys."
Yeah.
These are
Keep her involved in the vacation.
Oh yeah.
Here's some more. This is one of the funnest sets, I think, and people don't. I haven't found many people that are attracted to this set, and I love that set. It's so colorful. I mean, it's been in our traders for a long time, and it just doesn't seem to get picked.
Which one is this?
These colorful 10 pins.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then some more hidden Disney's variety there. So again, these books are cool. And then we talked about, we had the Millennium Collection in the original packaging. So we have the full set. And we came across some additional ones, not the entire collection, not the entire set, but like we have this bag of these, and here's what I meant by that. So they're the original Millennium 2000 Millennium pins, but they're in their original packaging unopened. And this is how they kind of came out each week.
These were at the Disney store too, right?
Disney store.
Yeah.
And so these are original in their original packaging, and they show their numbers and stuff on here. So because we have a bunch of these as traders outside of their packages, it's somebody would value the fact that these are still within their packages. So those are additional traders that we have available. Like it says, 73 pins to go, 37 pins to go. You know, they did a whole countdown, and so each one of these pins is a number 1 through 101 of the set. So, show you those. What else we got, Johnny? Oh, then we've got, I think we're coming to a closure on these. But then we do, when we go to Box Lunch or Hot Topic and other places, we do, if they have some of these jumbo Disney pins, I think here's Disney Loungefly Jumbo Castle. Oh, this is the carousel. Cinderella's carousel. Limited edition, 2000. So they're in their original boxes, unopened, and so we'll pick up an extra for trading. So these are all like as if you would have bought them right off the shelf at the store. This one's a limited edition 1000, huge pen, gorgeous pen, actually, pin on pin in there. Just to give you a quick peek here. Yep. Alice. Here's Aladdin and Jasmine, 1600 limited edition. So they all got the limited edition quantity on the back. They all tell about them. Most of these are Loungefly. There are some that just say Disney. I don't know. Oh, this was a fun one. Here's a Toy Story limited edition 2000, and the characters move in it in the ride. There's a Minnie and Mickey at the Christmas tree. So we have another variety of pins that we have for trading are these jumbo single pin Loungefly pins. Fun. And these are, of course, we have all of them ourselves, which we have to get on the wall yet. But these are the ones, we have some of those for trade as well. We're not pushing our trades on you or anything. We're just showing you things that you as a pin trader would take to the parks or to trade events or just have on you for trading, like there's with other cast members or guests at the park. I can't talk today.
Though I don't think you'd be carrying one of those box set ones.
No, but if you were going to
unless you had a
pin
backpack,
event,
I guess.
in a pin event, I would.
Yeah. But if you just go around the park.
I mean, at a pin event, I've seen people, pulling a
wagon.
Wagon
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you want to be prepared and have your stuff. Yeah, someday. So I hope this gave you another variety of, another look at what different variety of pins that are out there and people do trade with. I think we're not alone here. If anything, there are oh gosh, what is there, Johnny? There's, you know, your PTDs, there's your D23s, there's your WDIs, there's all of these pin collector groups and stuff that, you know, real Disney pins that are out there that folks have either tickets to, or they're parts of their group, or they're members of the group and stuff that they get first choices and whatnot. Maybe there's also where you get into queues. There's people out there that are just real heavy traders. Diehards. They're the ones sitting in that pin drop and getting the pins that they can, every new one that comes out. And good for them. I mean, I guess if I was near the park, I'd probably be doing it. I say to myself, I don't think I'd want to be in that line, but I'd probably be there.
There were so many people on that video. Wow.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard not to want to get one. Either that, no, but they limit what you get. So it's not like you could go and trade off and say, you go this time and get us one, and we'll go next time and get you. Well, I don't know. I don't know what people do.
You know, we've never seen it before, so I kind of have to wonder. On Tuesdays, I mean, what do people obviously line up at the gates, and whenever those gates open, it's a mad dash to that pin hut.
I don't know how it works, actually.
And is it the same at Disney Springs, or is it only at Epcot? Because I always see that same area at Epcot that does the Tuesday pin drops. Mm-hmm. So I wonder, I'm sure it's probably the same at Disney Springs too as well.
Well,
I've never experienced it, so I have no clue. It'd be kind of fun.
I even heard, like, at the not so scary Halloween parties, you have to get right to where the pin hut or the pin trading building is to be the first to get one of the pins, even the Halloween pins, right? Mm-hmm. So a collection is a collector, you know, or a collection is a collection, and you have, if you're a collector, die hard.
Exactly.
I guess we didn't start out being diehards at all. And I don't think we still are, of course, but it's just a hobby, and it's just something we enjoy.
Yes, it is.
Maybe that's a good way to keep it, you know?
Maybe. Who knows?
Because you could get over the top with it too, and it can get expensive if you're buying pins. I like the trade. I like the hunt. Although there are definitely times I've sat at that table at Epcot and wanted to couple some of the pins that people have, and it's like, ugh, you can get carried away. But it's hard not to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun. It's always fun looking at pins.
Yeah, it's also nice that we don't have to go put these on the wall now either. We've just showed them, and these are traders.
These are traders, so...
All right, well, enjoy your evening. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.
See ya.